I had somebody ask me what drone I'm flying the most these days, and the answer is the UVify OOri. We've had this guy in-house for a little over a month now, been flying it, having some fun, but it's time to open up this box, see what the drone actually looks like. Fair warning, as I mentioned, I've already opened this box, I've already been flying the drone, but you want to see what's inside. First up top, we have package tools, extra propellers, extra screws, very important. Popping it open, already changed the propellers, the clear props are the originals. Luckily, near any Gym Fan 2540s will work. Pull out the drone, here it is, resilient, great little flying machine. It looks like a small toy, but I promise you guys, when you get this up over 50 miles an hour, it doesn't feel like a toy anymore. Under this neat foam connector will be the remote control. There's a few other items in the box as well, but details. OOri does come with the propeller guards pre-installed. They're pretty sturdy little units. I've yet to put any marks on them, never mind break any. But they come off with just 2 quick screws on each propeller motor. Be sure to use the supplied shorter screws if you remove the propeller guards, so that they do not sink down and wreck your motors. Removing or replacing the propellers is also very easy. Again, 2 little screws and you're good to go. I went with Drone Rush Red because that's how we roll. The remote control is easy to get set up. Just simply screw on the antenna and you're about ready to fly. This has a built-in battery, charges via USB cable. That cable plugs in just beside the AV output if you want to use FPV goggles. But the built-in display shows everything you need to know to fly this drone. To get flying your UVify OOri, put it down on a flat surface and then tap and press and hold the power button on top. Make sure you release before the second ring of lights turns on. That'll put it into the binding mode, but try to use it by default first, as they should have pre-bound the device for you. Once the drone is powered up, grab your remote control, tap again, press and hold, and the remote turns on. You'll see the on-screen display come alive, and then your video feed is active. Arming the drone is done by holding the throttle all the way down and tapping the top button. Tap again to disarm. And of course it's in mode 2, so your throttle spinning the drone left and right, of course moving left and right, forwards and backwards. Remember, this thing operates gently and slowly at slow speeds, but if you jam on that movement forward and hit that throttle, you're going to get up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Make sure you're in a nice open space. As I mentioned, I've been flying right here in the living room. It's been solid, it's been great. Some important pieces to keep your eye on. In the bottom left-hand corner is the battery indicator. However, you kind of don't have to worry about that. UVify OOri has a built-in power management system. Not as advanced as some of the higher-end drones you've seen out there, but when the battery gets to a low level, not a critical level, just a low level, it reports as being critical and the drone will come to the ground safely. And then of course it indicates ATTI or Opti mode. This comes from the OptiFlow sensor on the bottom of the drone that helps it maintain its spot by identifying patterns on the ground. This is not a dedicated hover like some of the camera drones with GPS. This is just a great tool to help the drone stay stable for beginning pilots. Bind channel button will help you swap through different channels. No need to change it up once it's connected, unless you're flying with friends who happen to be on the same channel. Then you can change channels through and make sure that everybody gets the same flying experience. And one of my favorite features, you can change the colors of the LED lights. Just hold that bottom right-hand corner button on the remote control, and it'll cycle through all of the available colors, both on the remote and on the drone. And one last thing for setting up your UVify OOri. Depending on the speed you're going, you may want to change the front camera angle. Of course, when you're going fast, the drone tips more, so you can actually tilt that camera up so you have a better view of you with the horizon in front of you. Myself, I'm still on beginner mode. And thank you so much for joining me for my UVify OOri quick unboxing and setup. Be sure to stay tuned if you want to see more about this drone. I've been flying it a ton. I'm having a ton of fun with it. I can't wait to share more. If you're liking this drone and what you see here, we always appreciate that thumbs up. And when you subscribe, I urge you to hit that bell icon to make sure you see what comes next. Thanks again all. Fly safe.